I'm Teisha Bader with Shalom TV's news update for Monday, June the 10th, 2013. The New York Times reports that Israel's ambassador to the U.S., Michael Oren, has put in a good word for President Obama's choice to be the next ambassador to the United Nations, Samantha Power. Some pro-Israel groups had voiced concern about Power, referring to remarks she made several years ago about Israel and the Palestinians. In particular, a 2002 interview where Power seemed to suggest the possibility of military intervention in the Israeli-Palestinian dispute. Oren told the New York Times Friday that normally an Israeli government official would not comment on a presidential nomination that required Senate confirmation, but that he decided to make an exception in Power's case to dispel an impression that the Israeli government had qualms about her. Oren said, "Samantha Power and I have worked closely over the last 4 years on issues vital to Israel's security. She thoroughly understands those issues and cares deeply about them." The Times of Israel reports that U.S. Representative to the United Nations Human Rights Council, Eileen Donahoe, has once again called for the resignation of Richard Falk, the UN Special Rapporteur on Palestinian human rights. Donahoe called for Falk's resignation on Friday after he released his annual report condemning Israel's treatment of the Palestinians. In it, Falk says, quote, "Israel prosecutes its occupation with impunity, refusing to accept the world's calls to respect international law," unquote. He also repeats his calls for a boycott of companies doing business with Israel. In the report, Falk also calls for an investigation leading to the closure of UN Watch, the Geneva-based non-governmental organization that was established in 1993 to monitor the UN's performance. Donahoe strongly denounced Falk's report, saying his views and behavior, both official and unofficial, are offensive and provocative and do nothing to advance peace in the Middle East or to further the protection and promotion of human rights. "We again call for his resignation," Donahoe said. Abraham Foxman, the national director of the Anti-Defamation League, said his organization agrees with Donahoe's conclusion that Falk is unfit to serve in his role as a UN Special Rapporteur. Foxman said if he does not leave voluntarily, the Human Rights Council should remove him. And staying with the ADL, the organization has urged the Greek government to quickly pass new anti-racism legislation after comments made last week by neo-Nazi party Golden Dawn member Ilias Kasidiaris before Parliament, where he alluded to himself as a Holocaust denier. ADL National Director Foxman said he expected Greek leaders to condemn Kasidiaris' statements, urging Greek Prime Minister Antonis Samaras to fulfill the pledge he made in March of this year to enact new and strict anti-racism legislation. The Jewish Week reports that the Jewish Education Service of North America, or JESNA, will end its operations on July the 1st of this year. In a statement the organization sent out on Friday, Cass Gottlieb, who is chair of JESNA's board of directors, expressed the dramatic changes that have taken place in the communal and educational landscapes in the last few years. She said Jewish education today is in a period of dynamic change, with new actors at every level and a growing focus on innovation and collaboration as keys to enhancing its impact in the 21st century. Gottlieb said that JESNA's leaders are committed to Jewish education and would be meeting with several institutions to see how best to ensure the continuation of JESNA's most successful programs. JESNA was founded in 1981 with the goal of increasing the availability of engaging, inspiring, and high-quality Jewish education. And finally, a Mazal Tov to Shalom TV President Rabbi Mark S. Golub, who received the 2013 Heritage Award yesterday from the Jewish Historical Society of Fairfield County, Connecticut, for his contribution to American Jewish life through Shalom TV. The beautiful event included remarks from Dr. Eugene Borowitz, founder of Shema magazine, and Rabbi Golub's mentor in many ways. Rob Mathis, musical conductor of the annual Kennedy Center Awards, performed an original composition he wrote to honor Rabbi Golub's impact on future generations. And the keynote address was given by David Harris, executive director of the American Jewish Committee, who spoke about the importance of Shalom TV in educating and inspiring the broadest possible audience in terms of Jewish identity and defense of the State of Israel.
Mark speaks to the total Jew and has something for everyone. It's an a la carte buffet menu for us all, and it nourishes us spiritually and intellectually and emotionally, and for that, Mark, I thank you.
All of us here at Shalom TV joined in congratulating Mark Golub for the work he does in service to the Jewish people, and we are all extremely proud to be part of his efforts here on Shalom TV. And that's Shalom TV's news update for Monday, June the 10th, 2013. I'm Teisha Vader.